Assalamu alaikum, dear students. Hope everyone is fine and staying healthy with your family during this challenging time. As you know, today we are going to study one of the most important topics of English language, which is direct and indirect speech. Before studying direct and indirect speech, we are going to know types of sentence. If you know types of sentence, then you can easily change direct speech into indirect speech. So maybe you understand that what sentence is. Sentence is quite simple, and it is defined as a group of words which has a complete thought. What does that mean? That means when we are talking about sentence, sentence has at least a subject and a verb combination, and it always gives complete sense and meaning. This is called a sentence. Here is an example of the sentence. If you look at that example, Ahmad goes to school every day. So that is an example of a sentence. Now, this sentence has a complete sense and meaning. And we can have different examples, like I'm a teacher. Ahmad does not study very well. These are all the examples of a sentence. So now let me know about types of sentence. How many types of sentence do we have before we change direct speech into indirect speech? So sentence types according to the meaning. Since sentence has different types, sentence according to formation, sentence according to the meaning, sentence according to the structure. But today we are just going to work on sentence types according to the meaning. So sentence falls into 4 types. For example, the first type is called declarative sentence. What does that mean? Declarative sentence is a sentence which expresses statement or fact and ends with full stop, a period we can say, full stop. This is called statement. This is called declarative sentence. It is also called assertive sentence. Assertive means declarative. Declarative means assertive. So that sentence expresses statement or fact. For instance, Ahmad wants to play football. It is a statement. Your statement can be positive or your statement can be negative. We can also say Ahmad does not want to play football, which is a statement. We can have further examples like we don't study very well during quarantine days. The next type of the sentence is interrogative sentence. As you're all familiar, interrogative sentence is a sentence which expresses question. You're all familiar. Question, we have 2 types of questions here, like yes-no questions, WH questions. In terms of changing interrogative sentence from direct and indirect speech, it is important that you understand 2 types of questions which are quite common and typical in English language. Yes-no question, WH question. Here is an example of yes-no question. Are you a student? You're all familiar with that type of question because you can simply answer with yes or no. WH question, which you need to give specific information. For instance, where do they live? So you need to give complete answer. For instance, they live in Kandahar. You can't answer with yes or no. That is, for example, preliminary topic, the topic that you already know about. Moving on. The third type of the sentence is imperative sentence. Imperative sentence is quite common sentence in English language. Imperative sentence is a sentence which expresses command, warning, request, advice, and so on. Here is an example. Close the door. Close the door is an example of imperative sentence, and it expresses command. If you want to express a request, then you can just use the word please. Please open the window, which is a request. Finally, the last part of the sentence is exclamatory sentence. It is a sentence which expresses sudden and strong feelings. Your feeling can be for happiness, for joy or happiness, for sadness and for surprise. Here is an example. What a nice car. What a nice car is a surprise. It's a feeling of surprise. Hoorah, I got first position, which is an example of happiness. So, to summarize, we have to know these 4 types of sentence before moving on to direct and indirect speech. So let me provide you a few examples as practices so that you differentiate between declarative, interrogative, imperative, and exclamatory sentences. So that is coming up now. Okay, students, as we studied these 4 types of sentence, now we have 2 practices. The first practice is there. Which of the following sentences is declarative sentence? So you have to read these sentences carefully and then decide which one is a declarative sentence. Can this be A? Whom did you meet yesterday? Can this be B? Wow, what a nice party. Can this be C option? She will have met me. Or can this be the last option? Stay at home to be safe. What do you think, guys? Maybe most of you guys are right. So the sentence that expresses a statement is option C. That is the right answer. Very good. Now, moving on to the next question. Which of the following is imperative sentence? Now, first you need to know, you need to remind imperative sentence, and then you can decide easily to find out the right option. Can this be A option? Ahmad has watched the match. Can this be B? Can you teach English? C, close your books. Or finally D, oh, I nearly have burnt my hand. What do you think, guys? Imperative could be command. I'm sure you know the answer. It's again C, close your books. Well, that's all, dear students. Next period, inshallah, we are going to start direct and indirect speech. And if you practice these 4 types of sentences, I'm sure you guys will easily understand how to change direct speech from indirect speech. Thank you so much. Have a very good time. Stay safe. Stay home to be safe.